What's up, guys? I'll show you how to get some eggs for the Easter egg event of 2018. Now, the first egg you're actually able to get is called the inkwell egg. You're going to be talking to this guy named Booker. Now, he's going to tell you to go down to this little room right here. Once you go in, you're going to be trapped in because of this monster or whatever. He goes into the place and he basically steals all the eggs, causing you to get trapped into this room for some odd reason. Now, there's no biggie. All you have to do is just go out to the other side of the room. Now, you don't have to copy exactly what I'm doing, but you get the basic idea of what I'm doing. As you guys can see, I'm collecting these little tokens, or egg currency, whatever you want to call them. I don't know what to call them exactly. But once you actually collect 500 of these, you can buy an umbrella, which basically is like a parachute. You go down slower when you're jumping down or falling down, which I highly recommend you getting once you hit 500 of these tokens or whatever. So as you guys can see, I'm just collecting them. You don't have to do it, but I am. But basically, after you're done there, all you have to do is go up these little steps. Now, the egg used to be in this little area right here, but they apparently moved it. But all you have to do to get the egg now is just go up the ladder, and once you walk out the little door, you get the inkwell egg. After getting the last egg, you're going to be teleported to this world Wonderland, which is going to lead us to the next egg. So we're going to get the teapot egg. So just follow where I'm going. If it's not in this area where I'm going to show you right now, don't worry about it, because this egg will literally spawn a lot of times. Hypothetically speaking, you could get this egg 40 times because this just literally pops up so much. Now keep following where I'm going after this. Now we're going to go just behind this little area right here, and we're going to go ahead and talk to this girl named Maddie, basically talking to us about this pig who is nice and friendly or whatever. And this guy actually has someone inside his mouth. So we're going to go ahead and go inside this room right here with the queen, where we're going to basically make a deal with her saying if we get 15 invitations and give them out to all her guests for her party and bring it back everybody from the party, then she'll give us the treasured egg of Wonderland, which is tedious. This egg will take a long time to actually get, so be prepared for this. Now we're gonna get the first guest, which what we have to do to actually get him is get the pepper that's on the table right next to the queen, and we're gonna head back to the pig, and all we have to do is toss the pepper right into his nose and he'll sneeze out this guy named Now Do the Harlem Shake. Now, all you have to do is invite him, and I'll show you guys where to go. Make sure to just follow where I'm going, because this is kind of crucial in case you get lost. Now, the next person on our list is a guy named Builder Boy, which in order to find him, all you have to do is go into this little carrot farm just beyond the well and behind this little bush, and you're going to invite him like nothing. To go to the next person, you just have to jump over this little hill and go into the water right here, and you're going to find a girl named Beism. Now, she's going to ask you to answer a question first before you actually invite her, and the answer to the question is just pink. So on to the next person. To find the next guest, all you have to do is go into the big tree where the queen was, and you're going to have to keep climbing to the top until you find this guy named PDK. So you're going to have to jump around on the mushrooms. You may fall down a few times, but it's okay. Just keep trying over and over again. Now, as you guys can see, on my way to PDK, I did find this crayon right here, which is going to be helpful for us to help do the DIY egg later on. Now, I was fortunate enough to actually find a coin while going down the tree. But if you find a coin, I highly recommend just taking it and doing what I'm going to do right now. So basically where Builder Boy is, we're going to go back over there and toss this coin into the well. And we have to collect 3 of these in order to actually get the Egg of Wishes. So collect 3 of those. These coins are most likely scattered all over the map randomly. So the next guest, and we're going to go ahead and go to this little trail, walking along this until we find a guy named Busy City Guy. Now we're going to go ahead and invite him, and literally just right behind the corner into this waterfall, we're going to find this guy named Woot 3. Invite him as well. Now this next step is actually pretty important. We're actually going to go into the actual little town or the little city or whatever, and we're going to look for this purple house. So let's go ahead and run around. We're going to jump over a few stairs, and we're going to find this house with a crowbar right in front of it. This is going to be important because we're going to use this to help a guy out in the maze. Now, I know this video is pretty fast, but I'm trying to get this done as fast as possible because I don't want this to be a very lengthy video. But feel free to slow down the video at any time if you need to follow along better. Now, just keep following me until you get inside the maze and around this guy that's in the bars. I'm going to talk to Insanely Luke, and you're going to basically let him out and invite him to the party. Now follow along where I'm going. I'm going to take you guys to get another crayon for the event in order to get the DIY egg. Now keep following me. We're going to go ahead and go along to this little area right here where we're basically going to play a mini game in order to get these 3 dudes to go ahead and come to the party. So this game is not too hard. You just have to get the ball through the loop, and if you mess up, you can keep doing it until you actually pass. Once you make your way out of the maze, you're going to go ahead and return back to where basically the well was, and you're going to go up the stairs to a little house and grab this shrubbery. Now you could go just back to where the queen is and eat a cupcake to turn tiny, or you can keep doing what I'm doing and just walking straight back into the little town. Once you turn tiny, actually, so you're going to be really slow, so I recommend doing it where I'm doing it. So you're going to go ahead and run into the town, and you're going to go ahead and go to this house with this guy who's swimming, and I think his name is pronounced Otro. So you're going to go ahead and talk to him and invite him to the party while you're there, and you eat your cupcake so you turn tiny again. Now you're going to go into this tiny little house that's literally just not too far away from his house, and you're going to go ahead and invite another little guy who's inside the house. From the little house, you're actually going to go down into this little tunnel, basically, and you're going to go inside this little door. Now, you can only do this when you're tiny, keep that in mind. So you're going to go into this door, walk around until you see this little creature keeping Ayuzi captive. So you're going to have to trade in the shrub for Ayuzi, and then you can invite her to the party. To make your way out of the tiny town, you're going to go back to the big town, and you're going to go ahead and look for a guy named Builder Thomas, or Bill Thomas. Now he's inside this orange house, so just walk around or follow what I'm doing. And he basically locked himself inside his own home, and he needs you to actually look for his key, which is significantly just right behind his house. And you're just going to go ahead and unlock him and invite him to the party. If you haven't already, I recommend you going back to the house where the guy was basically drowning. And you're going to go ahead and eat the green cupcake to grow back into normal size. And you can reset to get back to spawn, or you can just walk back to spawn as I did. And I'll show you guys where the last guy is for the invitation. Once you're at the spawn, you're going to go ahead and just jump right behind the guy that's selling the umbrellas and over the river until you got to this guy right here, and you're going to invite him. Now he's the last one. Now you're going to go back to where the queen is, and you're going to go ahead and talk to her to tell her that you invited everybody. And as soon as you talk to her, she's going to see that I guess all the guests are there and just give you the treasured egg of Wonderland. Now for the next egg, you're going to have to actually go back and climb on top of the tree like you did with Builder Boy. And you're going to actually have to get to the top of the tree. So this may be a bit difficult depending on your skill with the mushroom jumping and all that stuff. But basically, I somehow chose the harder way to get up here. When I originally did it the first time on my main account without recording, I actually found another way to get up there easier. So you guys can look around until you guys find that way. I didn't find it actually, so that's why I chose to do the harder way. But once you're up there, you're going to have to like cross some branches and jump until you get to that little cart with the mini game inside. Now you're going to be basically doing the what's under the cup, or find the egg under the cup, and it's going to shuffle the cups around, the cups around, and you're going to have to find the egg 3 times in a row, and then you'll be awarded with the Joker egg. Now somehow I was lucky enough to actually find the last coin I needed for the well. I don't know how, but I did. But anyways, if you guys have not found all 3 coins, I recommend just running around and scavenging around the map until you find all 3 coins. I'm not entirely sure if they randomly spawn, or since people pick them up and stuff to actually drop in the well, they end up finding something more important for them, they drop it. So just look around the map until you find it, and once you actually collect all 3 coins, you'll be rewarded with the Egg of Wishes. We're going to go ahead and hop back into the maze. The order doesn't matter what you do it in, honestly, but this is the order I do it in. So basically, just follow where I'm going in here. We're going to meet up with the King of Roses, or King of Hearts, and he's going to basically ask us if we can paint the roses for him, like in Alice in Wonderland, the movie. They make Alice paint the roses. But basically, to paint the roses, you're going to just throw a couple tomatoes at the wall, or the rose bush, until you paint all the roses red. And then you'll be rewarded with the painted rose egg. Okay, so if we look at my inventory, you guys can see I have the eggs, along with a few others that I haven't showed how to get in this video. But stay tuned for tomorrow's video, because I will be showing how to get the rest of these eggs. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a rate, comment, possibly subscribe, and possibly check out my Discord server in my description. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace. Just leaving, especially if you're at a low level, if you join the Discord server.